Hi, my name is Lauren Fisher, and this is the history of farmers markets. Grand Bazaar is the first farmers market that was constructed in Turkey, and it was constructed between 1455 and 1461. This market went through many disasters and has been reconstructed and restored many times. Um, the market consisted of handmade products such as ceramics, jewelry, pottery, and other crafts. Many people traded goods at this market in the 15th century, and they still do today. It was actually the world's number one most visited tourist attraction in 2014. Many people are actually along with Egypt, about 5,000 years ago, farmers would trade along the Nile River as well. What about the United States? So, shortly after the United States introduced farmers markets, about 130 years later, Boston, Massachusetts was the first one in 1634, Hartford in 1643, New York City in 1686, Philadelphia in 1693. All of these markets tend to have produce, meats, and individual handmade crafts. How did farmers markets begin? Well, farmers around the world depended on the products they were growing to make a living. When the plants were done growing, the farmers had so many leftover fruits and vegetables that were going to waste. They thought, well, why don't I sell and trade them? And simply enough, this is how the concept started. How have markets changed today? Well, today they are a lot more frequent, meaning they're around every corner. There are some that are open multiple days a week, some that are open just on the weekend, some that are open every third weekend. There's more people meaning shopping at the markets, more people um, participating in the markets. There's more products. They are still the same products as the 1500s. Um, and there's a couple new ones, I'd say, just like little things that people make, unique to their culture. Um, they're cheaper in price since there are so many people out there. The If you were to go to a grocery store and compare your prices or your fruits and vegetables at a grocery store, it'd probably be like you'd probably be paying more than triple the price you would at a farmer's market. They're cheaper and honestly they're more fresh. They're easier to find. Like I said, they're so so frequent. They're around the corner. Go downtown every weekend. You can find for example, the Riverside Arts Market. And also talking to vendors. A lot of these people before were extremely foreign and only spoke one language. Now these people have adapted to the English language. It's a lot easier to compromise and talk to these people now. Farmers markets changed from 5,000 years ago. Well, farmers still trade with one another. If someone has some, let's say like fruits, they want to trade for a bracelet or a necklace or a pot from someone else's stall. That is definitely still the trend today. There are still vendors, aka farmers, that are selling their products by retail, meaning they grow their plants and grow their vegetables and fruits on their property, and they will come to these markets, set up something called a stall, and sell them by retail for a certain price. The same concept has stuck since the 15th century, meaning exactly that. They set up their stall and all that and just sell their products to the people. Also, the same products are sold. Um, this meaning people still make jewelry, pottery, ceramics, all of that to sell to one another. Fun fact that I found out while doing my research was the biggest farmers market or the biggest market in the world is located in Tokyo, Japan, including 1,700 stalls with more than 100,000 products being sold, 100,000 different um, ceramics and handmade products. And I encourage you and friends to attend the farmers market. Not only fresh, but it's also a lot cheaper than your average grocery store. Thank you.